What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at my mock build of the 2020 Avengers Tower by combining two of the sets and putting all the pieces together to build one giant tower. Now, I was able to get a second set on clearance at my local Walmart, which is just absolutely crazy to think about, but since I got one so cheap, I thought I would dump out all the pieces and build it to be an even bigger tower than if you just bought one set. Now, with that being said, this one is nearly 2 feet tall. You can see the minifigure up front for scale. It is absolutely massive, and you can actually still open it up and see the inside. So let's move the camera closer and take a closer look. Alright, so we're going freeform here, but here is a look up the tower just to show you what the exterior looks like. Now, I did use the original build as a basis for this, right? So you'll notice that a lot of the top part looks identical to the original build because, well, it is. Actually, from this part right here all the way up is the original build, and I added these 2 floors down below. Now, my intention was actually to add more, but there aren't enough of these, kind of sandish gray plates there. Let's just open it up and show you. There aren't enough of these plates to make it any bigger unless you were to buy a third set, and of course this video is just focusing on 2. So as you can see, the interior is completely detailed as well. Let's get it in focus there. Just like before, you know, there are details here. The top floor I left kind of empty. I moved the weapons rack from one of the lower floors on the original build up to the second highest floor here. Of course, we still have the TV there. Then moving down, these builds are exactly the same. Let's get some more light over here, shall we? These builds are exactly the same with the Red Skull in prison here, and of course that flips up so you could have him there. We've got the little Power Stone thing here where they're taking a look at it. Here, I just put the Infinity Gauntlet as its own thing there. The weapons rack from up here used to block it in the original build, but now that we have so much more space, I just went ahead and made it its own thing. Here we've got room for the Blazer and Taser armors, which are exclusive to this set. Down here, of course, we still have the Black Widow launch pad where you can open the windows up front and send her motorbike flying out the front, which of course that build didn't need to change, although when you buy 2 sets you now could have 2 of those if you really like them and wanted to have 2 there for some reason. Over here we've got the arc reactor that powers the whole thing, exactly the same as the original build. Then moving down, this is everything that I added primarily. I mean, like I said, I changed some things up top, but right here we have the little video game lounge. Now we get 2 controllers, so you can have player 1 and player 2 on the screen there, of course. Here I built like a little office for Tony Stark, just a little mug, a little computer there. Of course, the chair swivels here, and the chairs do swivel here as well, but not the whole way just because of how tight it is with the wall there. Then when somebody first walks in, they're greeted with an Iron Man armor display. I just thought that this is a cool way, you know, kind of when you walk into like a real office or like a museum or something, just a cool little display piece there. I thought that was neat. And then if you have like a SHIELD agent figure or a Pepper Potts, you could seat them right there. And I'm actually quite proud of this desk build. Just some pretty standard parts, but I kind of like that L-shaped desk. You can see there are some studs on the wall back there that the desk actually clips into the wall, so it doesn't even clip into the floor like you might expect for a normal Lego set. Now, just like the original, there are hinges the whole way through that kind of click into the spine that allow the whole set to close, but one bad thing, I guess, is that you have to make sure this chair is completely flat like this so that it'll close the whole way. If you don't have that, it'll be exactly like I just showed you, and it won't close the right way. But here's a 360 view of the base. Of course, we do get a little front door area here with a pin pad, so nobody's getting in if they don't have the pad. Or the pin, rather, to get in, so that's cool. I left some studs right here, or elevated some studs, so you could actually put some figures on that if you needed to. Then, of course, going the whole way up, just like the original, this opens like we were talking about, and then this opens too if you wanted to send those armors flying out for your play adventures. You can use this tab to bust those windows out, just like the original. I added some more flat tiles up here just to make the whole thing, you know, a little more cohesive. But of course, there is this mechanism here you can move, and that will drop that out and, you know, break it if you wanted to do so for play features. And perhaps one of the coolest things I didn't really think about is, because you have 2 of these, you'll actually get enough pieces to build a second Avengers A if you wanted to display it on your desk or add it to another building, or if you wanted to get really creative and add it to the other side, you could do that. But I'm going to put mine on my desk, so I do have another one of those now. and then there is what the top looks like. So all in all, it's a pretty comprehensive build. I mean, there's a lot to it. Again, you just add these extra floors down below. I'm not really somebody that does instructions for these things, just because I really don't know how I could show you instructions for this. Like, I'm not a, digital designer or anything. So if you have recommendations or you want to see instructions, be sure to drop a comment and let me know. But it's not something I've ever done before, so I would need a little bit of guidance on how to do that. So with that being said, let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts on this massive Avengers Tower build. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed building and making this for you. Be sure to drop a comment below and let me know what you think, and be sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the builds here on my channel. Thanks so much guys, I so appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys on the next video. If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.